Boom, welcome to my channel. What am I doing here today? I've lined up some of our SUVs that currently are in stock because it is summertime, so the SUV market is slightly slower compared to the sports coupes and convertible market. So here we have the Trackhawk G63 G-Wagon, Cadillac Escalade. We do have the brand new Escalade as well, but that's rented out. And then the Navigator. So you got all the heavy hitters all here. Well, most of them here anyways. I just realized, you know what I forgot? We do have another SUV. It's just parked somewhere else because I didn't have enough room earlier. It's the GLS 63, so I'm gonna go grab that and then put it next to the Navigator and kind of redo this thing, or at least add on to it. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna kind of redo this with one extra car at the end. So you got the Trackhawk G63 G-Wagon, Cadillac Escalade, Lincoln Navigator, and the Mercedes G63. These are just some of the SUVs that are in stock right now. Trying to think which one we're missing. The Bentley Bentayga. We also have a couple more Mercedes, like the GLE 63. That's a GLS, so that's the bigger size one. So right now, because it is summertime, like I said earlier, all of our sports cars are out. So it basically flip-flop between, during the wintertime, the SUVs are going to be in much higher demand because they're all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. They fit either 5 passengers up to 7 passengers, like the GLS, and then the Navigator is an 8-seater. So during the winter times, those definitely command more of a premium. But right now, because of the weather, blue skies, no rain, it's going to be convertible drop tops and coupes, 2-seaters. Those are going to be popular right now. So that's why these are currently here. They will go out soon. The Trackhawk's been one of the best one-day killers we have because of the high price premium. The Trackhawk is meant for like a 1 or 2 day rental, whereas something like the Escalade and the Navigator, even the G-Wagon, which was gone for like 2 years, people tend to rent those out for more long-term periods of time. So which one of all of these, and the ones that are not here, like the Bentayga, the Urus, it's quite a few, Porsches, the Cayenne, which one is my absolute favorite? Like, which one do I like driving the most? Undoubtedly, it's going to be the G-Wagon. It's just much more my style. I've always loved fucking G-Wagons. Before I had a G-Wagon, I thought a Jeep would do, but a Jeep obviously is not a G-Wagon. And this one has like the diamond stitching. I did an unboxing video of this previously. Only thing that sucks is the infotainment. Mercedes just seems to be very behind, at least previously. But yeah, and you got these big ass huge fucking wheels and tires, indestructible, has really good trunk space. So this is probably one of my favorite ones. The Trackhawk is fucking fast as fuck, so this is kind of one of those sleeper cars. If you know, you know. If they don't know, they're gonna think their grandmother drives a Grand Cherokee as well. Except this one is matte black, which is super sick. Originally it was white. I think I did an unboxing video when it was white. The black just is much more sinister looking. I love the yellow accent. Inside's actually pretty basic. Your basic FCA Chrysler product. No complaints though, as long as everything works. Like, people keep complaining about window switches and shit like that, plastic interior. Who cares as long as it works? It shares the same interior components as our Maserati Ghibli and Levante. The Escalade, this was I think this was my first luxury vehicle that I purchased in the 2019 or 2020. Prior to that, I had a Chrysler 300. This is the one that kind of made me realize, like, hey, your car fucking matters, especially when you meet people. Because the Escalade, for me before, was unachievable. I remember when I bought my previous Jeep, it's kind of messy in here, that they had an Escalade, but I didn't even look at it at all because I figured I could never afford it. This thing has served me very well throughout the years, taking it everywhere. I work in the US often, so I bring this over there as well. So it is a bit higher mileage, just simply because it was my daily for a really long time. We do have the brand new one, which I unboxed and did a cinematic video of very recently. Yeah, so this one has sentimental value to me. Yeah. And then, of course, the Lincoln Navigator, the direct competitor to the Escalade. I don't know why, but people just don't really rent the Navigator as much as any of the other vehicles. What I didn't realize, so that Escalade is just, is it called a short wheelbase or just a standard wheelbase? So it's not the ESV. Okay, so I thought I would prefer the ESV on the Escalade. People always ask me, hey, is it the ESV? I'm like, no, blah, blah, blah. This thing is fucking lengthy as hell. That's what she said. This thing is long. And to be honest with you guys, like, that kind of deters people from renting this thing because of the sheer size, especially women, because we get a lot of female renters and they just don't want to rent this thing. Even if it's like the last car on our lot, they just say it's too big, it uses too much gas. I haven't really noticed the gas. I think it's a V6 turbo engine, whereas the Escalade's a 6.2 naturally aspirated, so there's no forced injection to the Escalade. So the Escalade's not too bad on gas, but once you throw in turbos and superchargers, gas dwindles. Like aka the G-Wagon. I think it's horrific on gas. Okay, so back to the Navigator. It's a sick car. I'm not really a fan of white, but I don't have much white cars, so I figured I'd pick this thing up. It has the steps that come out. Sorry again, it's kind of messy. The interior is actually, it's pretty good. The screen is pretty big, much wider and lengthier than the Escalade. It's got like more compartments where you can put stuff. I know it's kind of dirty, I'm sorry. It's got a nice wood grain interior, nice cup holders everywhere. Like, you can put shit everywhere in this thing. Like, see, you can put like a bag, like a handbags and stuff over it. The Apple CarPlay is sick. Oh, and the other benefit of this, I don't know if our new Escalade has it, but you don't actually need a key to use the Escalade. You download the app and you can program up to, I think, 5 different additional people. So if my wife wants to download the app, or my friend, they can download it and they don't actually need a key to start this thing. I don't know if the other SUVs have it. I don't believe so. Maybe the brand new Escalade, but yeah. So this is an 8-seater. By far, this is our lengthiest vehicle. Back seats are good, whereas the Escalade, the back seats are pretty cramped up. I mean, this thing's pretty sick. I just don't really enjoy driving it. Yeah. The thing about cars is it makes you feel a certain way when you drive a vehicle that makes you feel that way. It's hard to determine what vehicle will make you feel that je ne sais quoi quality. For me, is the G-Wagon. I just love rolling up and down the street, going downtown, going in the city. People know it's expensive. Chicks dig it. Guys know what it is. They know what's up. They know there's money there. The Escalade, I felt the same way too. Like when you roll in the Escalade, it's got like these chrome accents. Like it's sick. Rappers know what it is. They rent this thing for like music videos. They do have a brand new one coming out. Okay, and here's the last one that I just pulled in here. This is the Mercedes GLS 63. So this is the big body, big boy. We also have the GLE 63, which is like the coupe looking one. I kind of like that body style more, but this definitely holds more people. But more people like this body style though. This is somewhat more low key, but this fucking thing hauls ass. This thing is huge, but well, it's not as big as the Navigator, but this thing is fast. That's what people like about it. It's low key, kind of looks like a soccer mom car, but this thing is so fast. It's ridiculously fast. People love renting this thing as well. Take a look at the inside. Again, I've always felt like Mercedes interior has always kind of lacked technology wise. Like the seats and everything is really nice. I like how the seat adjustment is on the side here, because whenever on the other vehicles, when I adjust the seat, I keep scratching my watches up. Like when I put my hand down there, or if I have a ring on, it's hard. But on the side, super easy. The thing that I don't like about, I think, most Mercedes is this headrest thing. Like it props out farther than the seat. So like I can't have my head directly, you know how you want to tilt your head back, smoke a cigar? Like I can't do that in this thing, because it's like like you can recline back, your back can go back, but then there's like this thing protrudes out, so then you're kind of in this weird hunchback position, unless there's a way to, can I set this thing while it's, oh yeah, I can. I don't see, like you can move this thing up and down forward, but I don't think so. That, see, it can go up and down, but it can't go back. I don't think so. Yeah, it goes up and down, but it can't go back. But I guess having the higher position is a little bit better. But it's still like, you can see, look, if you look at the profile, it protrudes out. So it's like a weird position. If there's a solution to that, please let me know. Again, the infotainment is somewhat outdated, but that's like that on all the Mercedes, even on our supercars like the Mercedes GTS and the GTR. They kind of like that. So this has this, so it has a V8 bi-turbo. I think it's a 5.5 liter engine. Pretty basic in here, nothing crazy. So that's pretty much it. I want to do a little video since a lot of the SUVs are here. As the weather gets colder, I will have more of the sports cars in, so I'll probably do the same thing, just with the sports coupes and convertibles. Yeah, so when those come back in, I will line them up just like this. And oh yeah, and I'm starting to do more cinematic videos, as you can see from my previous Escalade video. So I will be doing one for every single one of these. Just trying to learn. Anyways, like and subscribe. It really helps. I know I don't have a lot of like subscribers, so it would definitely help since my channel's not monetized. I just do this for the love of it.